Welcome back inside Gold Arena for the second half of our University of Delaware Blue Hen hockey doubleheader. The men's Division III Blue Hens hosting the Neumann Knights, and we're going to take you right inside the glass to meet tonight's starters. Hockey fans, good evening and welcome to Gold Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware for this evening's regular season game between the ACHA Men's Division II Neumann University Knights and your Men's Division III University of Delaware Blue Hens. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For the visiting Neumann Knights, coached by Steve Mescanti. Starting in goal, number 30, Kevin Toy. On defense, number 5, Nolan Huntley. And number 17, Alex Couture. At forward, number 23, Gordon Schindelman. Number 37, Zach Osborne. And number 40, Blake Komrofsky. And now let's meet the starting six for your University of Delaware Blue Hens, coached by Joey Garrett. Starting in goal, number 37, Ryan Crossan. On defense, number 27, Matt Crowell. And number 32, Gavin Johns. Starting at forward, number 16, Ryan Anatra. Number 18, Zach Solomon. And number 24, Cam Rafestanger. The on-ice officials for this evening's game are referees Tony the Management Armetta and Kyle Joseph. And the lines people are Owen Doan and Colby Sakuma. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag located behind the Neumann goal as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Ready to roll. At Gold Arena for the second half of our Blue Hen hockey doubleheader. Delaware in their home tan sweaters traveling from left to right in opening period play. Backstop by rookie Ryan Crossan. Kevin Toy getting the call between the pipes for Neumann. As we prepare for Colby Sakuma, the St. Louisan, to drop the puck. On this battle of I-95, puck is down, off we go. And Michael DePrisco taking the opening draw for Delaware. Played on by Gibbons up the right wing boards. Recovered by Huntley deep in Neumann territory. And brought back just inside the blue line. Colby took the worst of that. He's back up on his feet. Looks like he's favoring that left wrist area. We'll hopefully get the report on him during the first intermission. With that right shoulder bothering Colby behind the play. Michael Gibbons led the entry into the Neumann zone for the Blue Hens. Couldn't make anything happen. Across the slot, here's Angelone the other direction. Caught up to by Ty Vastola, who strips him from the puck in what was a 1-on-2. Knights maintain. McCartney stepping up to the half wall, played the puck behind the net around to Goshorn. Centering feed from Angelone, skips off the near boards and back into neutral territory. Where Aiden Grabowski fed the puck to McCartney, who gave it away to Allen over the Delaware blue line. This is rifled off the far boards by Ty Vastola, brought back in up the right wall by Neumann's Preston Goshorn. This comes back to center, taken away from McCartney. In comes Charles Allen, backhand. This shot denied by Toy, who holds on for the Paws. And play restarts to the right of Kevin Toy, with the Knights working back up ice, and a dump in from Jacob McCallion, leading to a 2-on-2 zone entry for the Knights. Allen muscles the puck away, evading pressure from astern in the form of McCallion. Here's McCallion again, unable to control the puck. Colin Healy offering defensive resistance, pushing play momentarily back at a neutral ice. Here's McCallion again. Shot from Brian Barnett. Off the centering feed was blocked. The follow-up from the right point. Off the stick of Alex Couture was wide. Battle for a loose puck just inside the Delaware line, and Charles Allen clears this to Koch, who gained the red line before dumping in, and that will enable the Blue Hens to get some fresh legs on. We're nearing the 3-minute mark of the opening period. No score. Neumann leading in the shot department 2-1 over the Blue Hens. There, a chance from Jason Sassano went wide of the far post. This will be controlled by Couture, but not cleared. Sassano regains control of the puck after Osborne gave it away. This comes back to Heimberg. Puck bounced off the stick of Viola up into the atmosphere. It's brought down by Komrovsky. His shot from distance, waffle boarded to the near corner by Ryan Crossan. Komrovsky recovers, and he plays this up the right boards to Huntley, who failed to hold the point. Odd man rush for Delaware if they hurry. This entry good. Sassano centering pass. Trying to take aim was Matt McDermott, canceled out by a Toy save. And this will come back an icing. Against the Neumann Knights with 16-13 to go in the first period. Blue Hens getting an attacking zone draw coming their way. And the face-off is to the left of Kevin Toy. The Rafe Stanger and Atra Solomon line on. Quick shot off the face-off. Right into the Kevin Toy glove. Rafe Stanger again in the circle. Across from Cameron Wolfe. The Knights come bulldozing into the Delaware zone. But the Blue Hen back check caught up to Wolfe and Angelone and took away their opportunities to make anything happen in close. Grabowski holds the point, but he gives the puck away. This is chipped off the glass by Johns, back through neutral ice. Rafe Stanger slowed up by the body of Fonseca at the blue line. Tried to set up an Atra on the welcome mat to no avail. Big hit by an Atra on Angelone off the breakout. Hens finishing their checks early. We're 4.5 minutes into the proceedings from Gold Arena. Yet scoreless. Shots are even 3 aside. Rafe Stanger through neutral ice, trying to split defenders, supported by Solomon on the zone entry. Puck ends up in the near corner. Now Vastola on the doorstep. Tries to get one past Toy to no avail. This is launched in from distance off the stick of Quinn Scribner, but the net front redirect was wide. Long was tied up in the corner. Shot comes in from Vastola. Stick saved by Toy. Unable to finish on the doorstep again was Henry Long. DePrisco wound up from well above the left circle. Didn't have the angle on the shot, but he's got the rebound in traffic below the cage. DePrisco exchanging a few shoves with Nolan Huntley, who in his youth days called Gold Arena home, spending some time with the USA Hockey National Championships bound Delaware Junior Blue Hens a few years ago. And then from there, playing for Team Maryland in the Eastern Hockey League. Toy steadied the puck, no shot on goal. Awarded the Blue Hens as that chance from Healy was off its mark. We're at the 6-minute mark of the opening period. No score from Gold Arena. On a Chamber of Commerce type Sunday afternoon, beautiful clear skies, comfortable temperatures. One of those days where just it couldn't be more perfect weather-wise. Healy advances the puck to Gibbons up the right wing boards. Gibbons steps in over the Neumann blue line, but under pressure gives the puck away. He gets it back, but he lost the zone. This is work to DePrisco. Back it comes to Colin Healy. He fans on the breakout chance. Brian Barnett forcing the turnover. Puck picked up by Schindelman and walked back into the Delaware zone. Schindelman dodges the check. He works it around the horn. Net front chance. On the doorstep was Schindelman. We've got a hand pass signaled by Kyle Joseph, and that will bring play to a halt with 13:04 to go in the first period. Crossan did register a save in that mess of activity as well. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. And that's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The law office of Heather A. Long will guide you through every step of the process from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. Schedule your free consultation today. Call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664. That's LONG, or visit injuryde.com. Grabowski's shot from the left point was paddled away by Ryan Crossan into the near corner, where a battle for the rebound continues to brew. Scribner to Kosh. Ahead this goes Allen. Tried to feed Burchard up the right wing for the zone entry, but to no avail as that pass was intercepted. Schindelman batted down. Holding the left point was Grabowski. Airborne puck gloved down by Allen. Ahead to Kosh. This comes at a 2-on-1. His shot caught and held by Kevin Toy for a break in the action with 12:07 to go. In the first period, no score between the Knights and the Blue Hens despite 6 shots aside. Face-off will come to the right of Toy after that A-grade save. Nick Viola in for the draw. Looks like there's some reason for the face-off to come all the way back, and that reason is going to be a penalty against Luke Heimberg, and we'll get the particulars for you here momentarily. Ooh, a major against Heimberg. .753 in the first period. And we're left in the dark as far as what happened. We'll get word from the off-ice officials here momentarily. We know Heimberg got a major. We still don't know for what. One-timer from Wolf was wide. Crossan falls on the puck to give us a pause in play with 11:12 to go. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 15, Luke Heimberg. 5-minute major for elbowing. Time of the penalty, 7 minutes, 53 seconds in the first period. Heimberg, standalone 5-minute major for elbowing at 7:53. So a long power play opportunity awaiting the Neumann Knights, as Komrovsky got tied up with Harnan. Here's Kosh, stick handling amid 4 Knights. He was slowed up trying to cut through the slot. This is cleared by Barnett, and icing was waved off. Puck caroms all the way back to center where Couture recovers. 3:05 to go on the man advantage for the Knights. No score from Gold Arena as we reach the midpoint of the first period. This is Fonseca walking up the left wing boards. Cross ice feed to Angelone. Drop back to Couture. Wolf stepping up from the corner. He works this in low. Centering feed from Angelone. Cleared out by Vastola, doing well to clog up the low slot. He heads off for a change. Johns is going to stay on. Now to be joined on the defensive, at least momentarily, by Scribner. Scribner and Crowell holding down the back end now as we enter the second half of this lengthy Neumann power play. Couture walking the line to Fonseca. One-timer from the dot and Angelone. High and wide off the corner glass. Scrap for the rebound of the far corner as Wolf was tied up by Crowell. And Tommy Angelone scores on the power play for the Neumann Knights. Chipping away at a loose puck and getting it past Ryan Crossan. A power play goal for Neumann, 10:51. Gives them the early lead. It was Tommy Angelone off the setup from Fonseca. At officially 10:51. In the first period. Neumann power play goal, scored by number 71, Tommy Angelone. Assisted by number 66, Nick Fonseca, and number 5, Nolan Huntley. Time of the goal, 10 minutes, 51 seconds in the first period. Angelone's first from Fonseca and Huntley at 10:51. And some fireworks in the night zone after the Blue Hens came barreling back on the offensive, and the penalty boxes are about to get a little bit more crowded on both sides. Bit of a prolonged discussion here between Pepe Armetta and Kyle Joseph and the off-ice officials. If these are coincidental, then nothing should go on the board. Looks like we've got 2 guys in for Neumann. One in for the Blue Hens, and with 8 minutes and 31 seconds to go, we should be 4-on-4. 2 of those shouldn't be on the board. So the initial penalty here, a trip on Grabowski. And then a pair of roughing minors, 1 each way. So it'll be 4-on-4 for the next minute and 24 seconds. Neumann penalties. Number 61, Aiden Grabowski, 2 minutes for tripping. Number 40, Blake Komrofsky, 2 minutes for roughing. Delaware penalty assessed to number 24, Cam Rafestanger, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalties, 11 minutes, 29 seconds in the first period. Grabowski, 2 for tripping. Komrofsky, 2 for roughing. Rafestanger, 2 for roughing. All at 11:29 in the first period. And the Blue Hens capitalize with open ice to work with. Gavin Johns puts the biscuit in the basket, and we're all knotted up, one aside. Johns winds up. From the top of the left circle. to score at 12-11 and make this a 1-1 hockey game. A Delaware goal, scored by number 32, Gavin Johns. Assisted by number 17, Michael Gibbons. Time of the even strength goal, 12 minutes, 11 seconds in the first period. Johns from Gibbons at 12-11, an even strength goal. So the blue hen penalty should have expired right now. But they got away with 5-on-4 for some extra seconds. Solomon clears. Crossan steadies on the Neumann re-entry. Now the Knights are back to full strength, and the Hens drive back into Neumann territory. Puck taken away from DePrisco by Goshorn. Goshorn centering pass broken up by Johns. It never made it to McCallion, who was crashing the net. Solomon pulls back behind, and he leaves the puck to Crowell in the far corner of the Delaware zone as we work to the final 6 minutes of the first period of a 1-1 hockey game. Newman's Tommy Angelone opening the scoring at 10:51. Delaware's Gavin Johns returned the favor 80 seconds later. Johns again, foiling the dump and chase efforts of Nolan Huntley. This is cleared and pushed out by Rupert up the far boards. Harnan recovers for Delaware. D-to-D pass to Healy up the near side. McDermott dodges a check from Grabowski and directs the puck into the near corner of the Neumann zone with 5:14 to go in this first period. Healy holding the right point, sends the puck into the far side. Back it comes to Healy. Fed to him by Viola. And we've got a puck over the glass and out of play in the Neumann zone. Hens win the attacking zone draw. A slap shot from Colin Healy does not go in, but the rebound does. Delaware goes up 2-1 thanks to the net front heroics of Jason Sassano. Here it is again. The initial shot came from Healy from distance off the McDermott setup. And with just under 5 minutes to go in the first period, the Blue Hens have taken the lead. Oh, Delaware goal! Scored by number 29, Jason Sassano. assisted by number 2, Colin Healy, and number 21, Matt McDermott. Time of the goal, 15:02 in the first period. Sassano from Healy and McDermott at 15:02. And just as quickly, the Knights come roaring back. Here's a 2-on-1. The give and go from Angelone. Back to him. Did not materialize. Neumann goal scored by number 12, Cameron Wolfe. Assisted by number 71, Tommy Angelone, and number 68, Preston Goshorn. Time of the goal, 15 minutes, 40 seconds in the first period. Wolfe from Angelone and Goshorn at 15:40. 3.5 minutes to go in the first period. This shot from Heimberg was steered wide by Toy. Heimberg again working to center. Puck batted in the atmosphere by a waist-high stick from Brian Barnett right at the Neumann blue line. Goshorn bodied into the glass. Puck ends up off the stick of Heimberg. Back to center, glove down and cleared by Grabowski. This is hacked into the Delaware zone by Goshorn. Chased down to the near corner and ultimately cleared out by Crowell, protecting territory for the Blue Hens, who after leading for 38 seconds are back just level with Neumann. Johns dumps the puck in. It is played back up the far side by Grabowski from behind the net. Here comes Nolan Huntley, nearly generating a breakaway, but Crowell caught up to him. Enough defensive resistance to force that shot from 30 feet wide. 2:15 to go in the first period. DePrisco corrals a loose puck right in the neutral zone above the line. His entry just onside as Long barely maintained skate contact, but the shot was an errant one. Long plays the body on Goshorn, really no mind about playing the puck, but he's separated player and puck just the same. Here's DePrisco again. He pulls back to his own line with Patel turning up the pressure on him. We're inside the final 100 seconds of the first period. Zach Solomon steered behind the net, bodied into the glass by Schindelman. Schindelman gains the puck. He sends it clear off the far boards. Scribner gathers it back in mid-zone. He clears, but only just before Couture got stick on puck for the Knights. This is Rafe Stanger racing up the right wing boards, absorbing a check from Couture and keeping on ticking. Pile of bodies in the far corner, in the near corner, I should say, of the Neumann zone. Trying to swat this free was Wolfe, holding close to home. Solomon regathers. This taken away by Plummer and sent deep into the Delaware zone. I want to say former Cardinal O'Hara Lion, but my memory may fail me. Aiden Grabowski under heavy forechecking heat failed to clear from the near corner. Anatra protecting the left point. Set up a shot from Thomas Harnan, and the follow-up is covered up as well by Kevin Toy, who hangs on to bring play to a halt with 16 3/5 seconds to go here in the first period. Delaware getting their cuts in on the Neumann netminder, but all they've got to show for it's a 2-2 deadlock. Nick Fonseca in for the draw for the Knights. And this puck is pushed up ice by Angelone into a 1-on-2. He's tied up. He gets a shot away despite traffic in the slot, and Crossan's going to hold. So with 6 seconds to go in the first period, Healy is ruled off for a hook. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 2, Colin Healy. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 19:54 in the first period. Healy, 2 for hooking at 1:54. At the end of one period, the score, Delaware Blue Hens 2, Neumann Knights 2. We'll be back after the first intermission.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back inside Gold Arena. Second period about to get underway in this meeting between the ACHA Division II Neumann Knights and the ACHA Division III Delaware Blue Hens, competing both under the ACHA and AAU banners here this season. Through 20 minutes, tied up 2 aside. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications broadcast box. And the Hens will start second period play. Down a man for the next minute and 54 seconds. Thanks to the late period penalty from Colin Healy. Issued a hooking minor with 6 seconds to go in that opening period. So 5-on-4 to get things going here in the second. Puck is down. They're off. If you're just joining us here on the Delaware Hockey Network, the Neumann Knights traveling left to right in their away Navy kits here in second period play. Delaware and their home tans moving from right to left. Couture holds the point. Cross-ice feed to Huntley right in front of his own bench. This is cycled to Fonseca. Our view of the play obscured by a wayward spectator now. No longer blocking the camera lens of Lena Murto. One of the things about Gold Arena, tight quarters for all of us. 6 rows of grandstand seats and not much in the way of breathing room. The shot from Huntley was wide. He gets the puck back from Fonseca, 50 seconds remaining. On this penalty kill as Crossan comes up with a save. Play resumes to the left of Crossan, who stopped 10 of 12 shots in the first period. Grabowski leaves this to Komrovsky across the line. Diagonal pass ricochets off the near corner boards beyond the reach of Schindelman. This is taken away and cleared by Vastola. Komrovsky holds the point far side. Barnett back to Komrovsky across the line. This comes to Grabowski. His shot on target. Batted up and away to the far corner by Crossan, and the Hens clear. They're back to full strength as we hit the 2-minute mark of the second period. A 2-2 deadlock. And here crashing the net was Zach Solomon. And a gathering of Knights and Blue Hens in the far corner after Kevin Toy picks himself back up. Solomon came at him with a full head of steam to try to jam the puck past off that long stretch pass. But we remain tied up 2 aside. And now the men in stripes meet to determine the placement of the following face-off. It is going to stay inside. Vastola played the puck across to Scribner to hold the zone. This is taken away by Angelo and racing up the left wing boards. Slowed up at the blue line by Rafe Stanger, who angled at him. Kyle Joseph nearly got the brunt of that collision. Scribner pushes the puck free. Odd man rush for the Hens if they hurry. Sullivan set up an Atra at the top hash mark of the near circle, but he was too high on that release. Nearing 3 minutes into the second period. Knight cycling and scoring. No goal. High stick on the puck. There is no goal. The puck was played into the net illegally with a high stick. So a bit of a lucky break there for the Blue Hens on what was nearly a go-ahead goal for the Neumann Knights. So we'll restart just above the Delaware line. DePrisco won the draw. Heimberg sent the puck back as far as the Neumann blue line. And now Couture, who nearly had the go-ahead, races back up the right wing boards to reset in Delaware territory. Long shot came off the stick of Finn Plummer, steadied by Crossan, and subsequently cleared back to center. In comes Couture again. Pickpocketed at the blue line by Delaware's Henry Long. But Plummer, crossing over to the left point, maintains territory for the Knights. Here a drop pass and a shot from Brian Barnett. Deflected by Crossan up into the netting and out of play with 3 minutes and 37 seconds gone by the wayside here in second period action. Hens clear off the D-zone draw. This is recovered by Couture and flipped into the far corner of the Delaware zone. Schindelman trying to center to no avail. A mess of traffic net front as the puck ends up in the near corner. Trying to work it back net front is Komrovsky. But the Delaware congestion prevails ultimately, and DePrisco pile drives his way up the left wing boards. Back once again into Neumann territory. 4.5 elapsed in the second period, minus a few seconds, in this 2-2 hockey game. Finn Plummer circles behind the cage. Unable to maintain his balance in the slot was Couture, but he had time and space, squandering a great opportunity to, at least in theory, give Neumann the lead. Topping the puck was Grabowski. He's going to get rung up for a trip. With just under 5 minutes elapsed. Here in the second period. So for the first time tonight, the Delaware Blue Hens head to the Delaware Sports Medicine Power Play. Learn more about Dr. Brad Bly's offerings for athletes of all ages and abilities to promote health and wellness and help you achieve personal best and lead a healthier lifestyle. Go to desportsmed.com. The Neumann penalty was assessed to number 61, Aiden Grabowski. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 4 minutes, 57 seconds in the second period. Grabowski, 2 for tripping. at 4:57. A rapid-fire series of saves from Kevin Toy, keeping this a 2-2 hockey game, and we're going to see them again. It all started with the Ryan Anatra shot from the top of the left circle. And a couple follow-up stops coming from the opposite side. Scribner to Rafe Stanger, centering past the Solomon shot. A quick release from 25 feet was off its mark. So was that one-timer from Scribner just inside the line. Rafe Stanger back to Scribner, center point. Across this comes to Anatra at the near half wall. He's hassled by Komrovsky, who nearly forced a turnover and cleared the zone. 50 seconds left on this Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Another one-timer from Scribner, center point off its line. Kosh back to Scribner. To Kosh again. Steered now to Solomon. Walking in, trying to jam the puck pass to no avail. And here we go. Some jawing and then some in front of the Neumann cage with 13 minutes and 36 seconds to go in the second period. Lines people Owen Doan and Colby Sakuma quick to intervene and keep a lid on this game, which remains 2-2 here in the 7th minute of the second period. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork brisket and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch or to place a catering order. Call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. We've got some coincidentals. At the 6:23 stoppage, here they are. Neumann penalty assessed to number 4, Finn Plummer, 2 minutes for roughing. Delaware penalty assessed to number 16, Ryan Anatra, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalties, 6 minutes, 23 seconds in the second period. Plummer, 2 for roughing. Anatra, 2 for roughing. Both at 6:23. Face-off moves to the left of Toy. DePrisco and Barnett meeting in the circle. This held in by Crowell, looking for the one-timer was Allen at the left dot. He got stick on puck, but didn't have the angle he wanted. We're back to 5-on-5, just inside 7 minutes into the second period. This shot from Goshorn was blocked as soon as he released it from the top of the right circle. A race between the 17s goes to Couture, back in his own zone to recover the puck. Gibbons offers the forechecking pressure and forces the turnover. DePrisco to Crowell. Shot made it through traffic. Looked like Toy got a piece of it. Goshorn could not clear the puck. It's held in by Michael Gibbons for Delaware as we work to the 8-minute mark of the second. Taken away by Goshorn. He takes aim from 40 feet. Harnan offering the defensive resistance and crossing up with another save. Follow-up chance, a backhand from Goshorn. Caught and held by Ryan Crossan to bring play to a halt with 11 minutes and 57 seconds to go in the second and a 2-2 tie from Fred Rust Arena between these two sides, separated by all of 28 minutes on the I-95 freeway. Wolf's going to be waved out of the face-off circle by Sakuma. Angelone in to take his place. And the Knights protect attacking position thanks to Fonseca trailing back toward the blue line. Wolf cutting back to the flat. Puck never made it to him. But Angelone took it away off the failed Viola clear. Angelone in low, surrounded by tan sweaters. Unable to make anything happen from in close. This is chipped off the glass and up into the rafters by Viola. So we've got a break in action. 11:28 to go in the second. This will stay in the Delaware zone. Viola wins this draw. Pushing the puck back nearly to center was Matt McDermott. And now Sassano recovers after Huntley nearly stole it. This worth another look as Kevin Toy stands tall again. There the 2-on-1 Viola. Fed the puck by Sassano net front. But Kevin Toy comes up with save number 19. Make it 20. Now in goal for Delaware, number 1, Marco Nagy. So Crossan done for the day. 28 minutes and 50 seconds, 2 goals against and 17 saves. Marco Nagy going to take his place for the second half of this hockey game. Viola trying to run the gauntlet behind the net, feeds the puck across the corner to McDermott. Scribner plays this behind the net. Komrovsky recovering for the Knights, but he's held up in the corner. Grabowski's got some space for Neumann. He chips this puck off the boards. Icing waved off. Winning the race to the path of the puck was Schindelman. Vastola taken down. And he will draw a penalty against the Knights and put the Blue Hens back on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Schindelman off for hooking. DESportsmed.com, the place to go to learn more about Dr. Brad Bly's new membership program at Delaware Sports Medicine, DESportsmed.com. The Neumann penalty. The Neumann penalty was assessed to number 23, Gordon Schindelman. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 9 minutes, 46 seconds in the second period. Schindelman 2 for hooking at 9:46. Solomon holding the zone. Puck taken away from him by Couture and sent clear into the Delaware end. Scribner to Kosh. Barely holding the zone was Long, just with the heel of his skate. Solomon could not handle the puck at the half wall after it was caromed his path by Kosh. Rafe Stanger will try again. Steered to the right wall. Puck swatted away from him by Jeremy McCartney. Hens recover back at center. Scribner heading off, left this to Kosh, who comes barreling back in up the far side. He took aim from distance, coming up with the save. Once again was Kevin Toy. Penalty box is getting a little bit crowded. Barnett and Kosh both going to go here with eight minutes and 59 seconds to go in the second period. Coincidental roughing minors. And play's going to stay 5-on-4. The Neumann penalty was assessed to number 93, Brian Barnett. 2 minutes for roughing. Delaware penalty assessed to number 7, Kyle Kosh. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the coincidental penalties, 11 minutes, 1 second in the second period. Barnett and Kosh, 2 each for roughing at 11:01. And here we go as Komrovsky has to be pulled off the Delaware player after practically ragdolling him. It was Charles Allen right inside the blue line, and that's going to be a lot more than 2 minutes. It looks like Allen's going to go too, though. So this is going to take some time to sort out. As Komrovsky and Allen are both issued an early exit. And this will be at 11:24. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Probably what Pepe and Kyle are feeling right now, trying to keep a lid on this game. So how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and your clientele, ranging from broadcast to social, print to digital, and more. Want to know more? Head to 412communications.com. 8:36 remaining here in the second period. 22 seconds to go on the Schindelman hooking minor, and hell on the verge of breaking loose since. Messrs. Armetta and Joseph have their hands full and then some. And after this discussion, it will either cool down or get much worse. Particulars on their way. And here we go. Neumann penalty was assessed to number 40, Blake Komrofsky. 5 minutes for fighting and a disqualification. Delaware penalty assessed to number 19, Charles Allen. 5 minutes for holding the face mask and a game misconduct. Time of the penalties, 11 minutes 24 seconds in the second period. Komrofsky, 5 for fighting and a DQ. Allen, 5 for holding the face mask and a game misconduct. Time of the penalties, 11:24 in the second period. And Grabowski's going to get away with the cross-check after the whistle. The Delaware fans none too pleased. At that one getting away. So Komrofsky gone as a result of the multiple punches he threw at Allen. And he'll get another game off, whereas Charles Allen will be eligible to play in the next scheduled game, coming away with 5 and a game misconducts. Wolf rolled out. Burchard scrapping for the puck. Won the face-off and holding the zone was Anatra. So a cross-check sends Newman's Alex Couture to the box and puts the Blue Hens back on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Oh, and by the way, the score is still 2-2. The Neumann penalty was assessed to number 17, Alex Couture. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 11 minutes, 57 seconds in the second period. Couture, 2 for cross-checking at 11:57. Face-off violation against Delaware. And play at long last resumes. It seems like this second period has been an eternity. No goal. Play continues live. The puck bounced off the post, and we're going to slow this down on the replay. So you can see exactly what Kyle Joseph saw. We're bringing this down to half speed. Puck bounces off the post and forward before Toy froze it. Excellent no call there from Kyle Joseph. Perfect positioning. Puck never crossed the goal line. We're still 2-2. Here's Scribner up the middle, into traffic. Stripped of the puck, and it's wristed free by Grabowski. Back up the left boards into the Delaware end. Minute remaining on this Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Lazy shot away from Rafe Stanger. Covered up for the pause by Kevin Toy. .7:03 remaining in the second period of this 2-2 hockey game. No goals here in the second period, but plenty of ink on the score sheet, still trying to dry. Face-off will come to the right of Kevin Toy. And it's won by Anatra for the Blue Hens. DePrisco looking for a passing lane, gave the puck away to McCallion, trying to flip it back to Johns at the point. This is sent all the way up ice. Unable to clear it was Nagy. Marco yet to see his shot on goal. And he's been in now close to 5 minutes. Crowell takes a slash across the shins, but keeps on ticking. Didn't disrupt his ability to carry the puck into the Neumann zone. He and Nolan Huntley exchange a few actual pleasantries. How about that? On their way back up to center, and now the Hens are back on the offensive. Anatra trying to dipsy-doodle through traffic. Puck is loose in front. Covered up again by Kevin Toy, who holds on for dear life and grinds play to a halt with 6 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the second. Face-off will come to Toy's right. Wolf in for the draw. Across from Viola. Another long shot. This from Heimberg. Another save from Kevin Toy. Neumann gains control off the defensive zone draw. This will be cleared by Angelone. And the Knights are back to full strength. Fonseca through the legs. Wolf got a shot away from just above the right dot. Saved by Nagy. And so too the rebound. Something happened there in the aftermath of that play. Heimberg off for roughing. This at 14-18. In the second period. So back to the PK, go the Blue Hens. Prime opportunity for the Knights. To claim the lead. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 15, Luke Heimberg. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 14 minutes, 18 seconds in the second period. Heimberg, 2 for roughing at 14-18. Hens clear. Huntley failed to hold the point. He's back deep into his own zone to recover. Wolf cross ice pass to Couture led to the zone entry. Fonseca steps up. His shot was off an awkward angle. Rebound contested in the near corner, a two-a-side scrum. Ultimately going the way of the Knights. Walking in for the shot, that was Tommy Angelone. Looking for a second goal tonight, but to no avail. Inside the final 5. Huntley got this down low. The shot from the mid-slot and Tommy Angelone. Poor contact on the puck. And the clear is going to come back all the way. .435 to go in the second period of a 2-2 hockey game. Scoreless second period, but my oh my has it been eventful. Knights escape their zone. McCallion tries to dump and chase, but Scribner was a half step quicker. Holding the point is Grabowski. Shot from distance, caught and held by Nagy for the pause. With 4 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the second in this 2-2 contest from Gold Arena. Face off to the right, puck goes up into the netting and out of play. Burchard and Barnett squaring off. To the folks watching on the Delaware Hockey Network, we apologize for the obscured picture. While the Hens try to generate time and space in the neutral zone, and they fail to keep a 2-on-1 going as a result of an offside infraction. Our struggles for time and space in the press box continue to drag on as we're right here amid a crowd that is filling up gradually through the course of the game. And they are in for a show, to say the absolute least, as this second period has been fireworks upon fireworks upon fireworks. Not much in the way of offensive productivity, though, for either side. Three and a half minutes to go in the second period of this 2-2 contest. Couture dodges a check and facilitates a zone entry for the Knights. McCartney gets this puck away, walking in. Angelone's shot was off its intended mark. Penalty coming up with 3:09 to go. Kyle Joseph's got something here. Let's wait for the official word. Looks like Vastol is on his way back. He's headed back to the bench. The penalty's a cross check with 3:09 to go. And it's going to go against Wolf. Delaware Sports Medicine power play time for the Blue Hens. As Cameron Wolf takes the walk of shame. Neumann penalty, assessed to number 12, Cameron Wolf. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 16 minutes, 51 seconds in the second period. Wolf, 2 for cross-checking at 16:51. Solomon walks the line, shot stick checked up into the rafters and out of play. We restart to the right of Kevin Toy, and the Blue Hens score. Cam Rafestanger strikes on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. And 17-22 into the second period. This becomes a 3-2 hockey game. Advantage Blue Hens. For Rafestanger, his first of the evening. And for Delaware, the go-ahead goal coming on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Oh, Delaware goal! Scored by number 24, Cam Rafestanger. Assisted by number 3, Quinn Scribner. And number 8, Henry Long. Time of the goal, 17 minutes, 22 seconds in the second period. Rafestanger from Scribner and Long at 17-22. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the second period. Puck is down for the resumption of play after a bit of a lengthy break. 2-on-1 for the Knights. Centering pass from Fonseca to Angelone. Nagy stands him up with the save on the backhand. 2 minutes remaining. In period number 2, Angelone gives it away at the blue line to DePrisco. Fonseca recovers. To Angelone stepping up to the dot. Shot goes into the netting and out of play. With a minute 50 remaining in the second. And Delaware in their zone with a 3-2 advantage over the Neumann Knights. 20 Delaware shots on goal here in the second period to Neumann's 11. Second period largely characterized by sloppy play, poor chances, and plenty of violence. Fingers crossed the violence is in the rearview mirror and getting smaller as we pull away from it, but you never do know, especially in a bandbox barn like Gold Arena with a bit of an old-timey feel. Wolf behind the net. Gives it up to the other 12, Michael DePrisco, who works the puck ahead to Henry Long, and the Hens push back to center. Huntley turns this back up the right wing boards. Angelone set up a shot from Fonseca. And this goes up into the netting off the glass and out of play with 1:17 remaining in the second period. Delaware leading Neumann 3-2, but the face-off will come in their end. Face-off to the right of Marco Nagy, who's 4 for 4 in the save department after entering this game midway through the second. McDermott pushes the puck clear. He walks in. Shot while surrounded by a pair of Knight defenders was turned aside by Toy. McCartney corrals a loose puck. He rings it up the near wall to Patel. The pass was beyond the reach of Couture, nearly turned back the other direction by Gavin Johns for Delaware. Couture's got it. He shoots from the dot. This ricochets off the corner glass and comes back around to the far side from below the goal. Trying to shovel it net front was Barnett. Intercepted by Johns. Played up the left wing boards, but held in and shot in by Alex Couture. Couture lights the lamp. This game tied back up at 3. As we go to the 4-1-2 communications replay. Johns failing to clear. Couture wound up from the left point. Looks like a solo effort from number 17 in Neumann Navy. And that'll make it 3-3. There are going to be a couple helpers on the goal. Here are the particulars. Neumann goal scored by number 17, Alex Couture. Assisted by number 68, Preston Goshorn, and number 13, Alex Patel. Time of the goal, 19 minutes, 37 seconds in the second period. Couture from Goshorn and Patel at 19:37. Final seconds of the second period ticking away. Last shot came with 0.4 of a second to go, and it was deflected up into the rafters. So one final puck drop to bring the second period to its conclusion. At the end of 2 periods, the score, Delaware 3, Neumann 3. We'll be back after the second intermission.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back inside Gold Arena. Welcome back to the Delaware Hockey Network, presented by the law office of Heather A. Long. 40 minutes behind us in this 3-3 hockey game. Between the Neumann Knights and the Delaware Blue Hens. And Colby Sakuma's ready to drop the puck on the third period, and what's been a battle in more ways than one. Gavin Johns behind his own net. Plays the puck to Crowell up the right side. This taken away. Held in the Delaware zone. Quick, hard shot by Tommy Angelone, denied by Nagy. And Anatra is able to work this clear. Huntley tries to stretch one up the middle. No icing here. Crowell throws a shoulder at Fonseca in the far corner as they battle for the vulcanized rubber. Rafe Stanger could not walk the puck free. It comes back to Crowell, D-to-D pass. Gavin Johns sends this up the right wing boards. Trying to play the puck was Grabowski in neutral ice. Enough to cancel out the icing, and a quick shot in close from Ryan Anatra is covered up by Kevin Toy to give us a pause in play. 57 seconds into the third period. Face off to Toy's left. Delaware controlling the puck. It was just held in by Quinn Scribner. The shot from Vastola was off its mark. He's drawn back into the neutral zone to recover the puck. He lofts it in over the Neumann stripe. Puck was gloved down by Couture. He couldn't find a way into the Delaware zone up the near boards, so he dumps it in, and Scribner leaves this back to Vastola near side. Failed clearing attempt. Puck was held in by McCartney. His shot from distance kicked aside by Nagy to the far corner, and the Hens will regroup in their own zone. Breakout pass finds the stick of Matt McDermott. Shot from distance was wide of Toy's office. Schindelman advances the puck to Goshorn into a 1-on-2. He lost his footing of his own volition and goes tumbling into the far corner boards. Kosh pushes the puck clear. It's swatted back in by McCallion. Delayed offside was signaled briefly against the Neumann Knights by linesperson Owen Doan. Everybody tags up, play can continue on, and Goshorn tries to pave a way to the net. Holding the point is Huntley. His shot from distance, covered up and held by Marco Nagy for a pause in action with 17 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in the third period of this 3-3 hockey game. Faceoff's going to stay to the left of Nagy. Rupert in for the draw for the Knights. He wins the face-off, flashing the leather to deny Jacob McCallion was Marco Nagy holding on again. 17 minutes 34 to go in regulation. So the chances reining in. From Neumann's perspective, Huntley again from distance. Another glove save from Nagy, another pause. Owen Doan drops the puck to the left of Marco Nagy. Hens cannot work out of their zone. Holding the point near side was Goshorn. The failed clearing attempt of Long. Foiled by Rupert, who walked in for a couple rapid fire shots. And another body dropped after the stoppage in the far corner. Will anything come of this? Looks like it. Here's Kyle Joseph. DePrisco's going to go for a slash with 17:04 to go. Penalty kill time for the Blue Hens. And a quick shot going out of play. The Delaware penalty. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 12, Michael DePrisco. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 2 minutes, 56 seconds in the third period. DePrisco, 2 for slashing at 2:56. Huntley from center point, threw the puck into net front traffic. He gets his own rebound at the right point. Wolf back to Huntley across the line. Couture thought one-timer, took his time instead. Wrist shot was blocked by Sassano. This is played back up to the left point. Fonseca in low to Couture. Centering pass sailed beyond the reach of Angelone to no avail. Huntley holds the point. Wolf. Angelone back to Huntley up top. Diagonal pass across slot, feed bobbled by Fonseca. The shot from Alex Couture at center point was blocked. 55 seconds to go on this Neumann power play. Fonseca walking in. Puck is covered and held by Marco Nagy. Fresh legs coming on all round. 49 seconds remaining. On the man advantage for the Knights, trying to reclaim the lead. Short-handed Hens clear. Toy steadies. The re-entry is led by Gordon Schindelman, working the perimeter of the zone. Grabowski center point. Opens fire from distance. Looked like Nagy got a piece of the puck. And the rebound was cleared out of harm's way. This will be called offside. Face-off coming just above the Delaware blue line. Bone-rattling hit right in front of the center ice stands involving Rafe Stanger and Grabowski. Hens back to full strength just beyond 5 minutes in the third period. We are still tied 3-3. Barnett off the giveaway. Hard shot into a 1-on-2 wide and high left. Walking in, crashing the net, that was Tyler Rupert. Coming from the corner, unable to get past Nagy, who squared up for the easy save. Rupert leaves this back to Grabowski at the point. Chase for the puck below the cage. Schindelman trying to find some space, bothered by a Heimberg. Rupert leaves this to Grabowski. Shot from the top of the left circle was blocked by Scribner, who pops back up to his feet. Solomon will skate this out of his own zone. He gains the red line before dumping the puck in. Rafe Stanger gives this away to Schindelman. Schindelman checked off the puck. It is recovered by a Natra, who just stood up Grabowski, who tried to check him off the puck. Penalty coming up for a hold against the Hens. This coming with 13:24 remaining. Heimberg takes the walk of shame again. And the face-off is spotted in the near circle in the Delaware zone. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 15, Luke Heimberg. 2 minutes for holding. Time of the penalty, 6 minutes, 36 seconds in the third period. Heimberg, 2 for holding at 6:36. And another one coming up. Crowell off for interference. So the Delaware Blue Hens will have a 2-player deficit for the next minute and 38 seconds. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 27, Matt Crowell, 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 6 minutes 58 seconds in the third period. Crowell 2 for interference at 6:58. Nagy freezes the puck to bring play to a halt. Trying to jam it in was Cameron Wolfe on the doorstep. The linespeople quickly intervene to make sure nothing boils over at least too badly. And the face-off will stay to the left of Marco Nagy with 12:42 to go. Hens clear. Puck recovered by Couture all the way back to his own blue line. He walks back in. And play is halted with 12:21 to go after Couture took an egregiously late hit from Scribner. One that knocked his helmet off. Is anything going to come of this? The puck was nowhere in the vicinity. Couture pleading his case, and now Pepe and Kyle are going to get together and talk about it. $12:21 to go in the third. Spectators starting to make their way to the exit. And we're going to see what we've got here. So it's 7:39. In the third period, Kyle Kosh is ruled off for a charge. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 7, Kyle Kosh. 2 minutes for charging. Time of the penalty, 7 minutes 39 seconds in the third period. Kosh 2 for charging at 7:39. Face-off coming to the right of Marco Nagy with just over 8 minutes elapsed in the third period. Now with the expiration of the Heimberg penalty, play is going to stay 5-on-3 for another 22 seconds after that, or until a stoppage. Play remains 5-on-3. Working in the far corner is Scribner, trying to escape his own zone. 5-on-4. Looks like the wrong guy came out of the box. And a puck into the rafters gives us a pause in the action. Heimberg was supposed to exit first. Crowell jumped the boards. So now we're correctly 5-on-4 with 10 minutes and 46 seconds to go. Stacked penalties and fairly new off-ice officials do not make for a welcome combination. And we're going to start back up in the Delaware zone with 10 minutes and 48 seconds to go once this conversation dissipates. Whether you're a competitive athlete like these guys or a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. And with years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes alike, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. To learn more, visit desportsmed.com. So we should be 5-on-4, but Crowell jumped the boards early when it should have been Heimberg coming out of the box. So Crowell came out of the box early. And Crowell jumping the boards. At 11:02. Has since been rectified. So they got it right in the end on the technicality of the wrong player exiting the penalty box. Pens clear, and because of their procedural error on their own part, we're going to be 5-on-3 again. Puck in the rafters with 10:23 to go. Burchard could not clear off the draw. Huntley to Couture. Back to Huntley, stepping up from the dot. Hard shot. Turned aside by Nagy. Fonseca to Couture to the far corner, and Wolf. Cross lot feed. Fonseca couldn't finish from the near dot. This comes back to Couture just inside the line. Wolf tried to split defenders. He got slowed up by the reaching stick of Gavin Johns. That shot from Alex Couture stepping up to the top of the slot was waffle boarded aside by Nagy. Huntley to Wolf. They traded places at the right side. Cross slot feed. Stepping up to the dot and shooting was Couture. And Vastola just leveled a man in front of the cage, and Angelone is slow to his feet. Looks like we're going to stay as we are. Honestly, a bit surprising given the violent tenor of this game. Now 5-on-4 for the next roughly 15 seconds. Trying to pitch the puck in off his backhand was Tommy Angelone to add to his goal and an assist from the first 40 minutes. Hens are back to full strength. Inside 9 minutes to go in this 3-3 deadlock. Wolf, the forechecking menace. Here a cross-ice pass from Sassano. Evaded Viola after Scribner worked from out behind his own goal. Wolf quite drew the ire of netminder Marco Nagy. And plenty of contact away from the puck continuing. Messrs Armetta and Joseph bound to have their hands full as here Anatra levels Tyler Rupert in Neumann navy blue. At the opposite side of the zone, a hard shot caught and held by Kevin Toy to hold on for a pause with 7:56 to go. Face-off will come to the right of Kevin Toy, who saved 34 of 37 shots. Make it 35 of 38 as the Hens nearly got the go-ahead. Zach Solomon rolls the puck in low. Centering feed from the corner. A shot again from Solomon. Denied by Toy. And McCallion clears. Solomon calling for the puck. Got it from Harnan. He bobs and weaves through traffic. Drop pass opposite side of the slot. Cam Rafestanger unable to make anything happen, and the puck goes over the glass and out of play with 7 minutes and 14 seconds to go. Face-off coming to the right of Kevin Toy, who's done his fair share of heavy lifting for the Neumann Knights between the pipes. Crowell's shot from the right point was blocked. Looked like Plummer got a cross-check in the head after he and DePrisco got tied up. We are certainly taking a trip back to the 80s tonight, the way this game is unfolded. a couple game misconducts, a couple majors, stack penalties, something after every whistle, an injured linesperson. It's been, to say the least, an eventful way to bring the weekend to a close. Schindelman could not enter the zone cleanly. This was launched up the right side by Grabowski deep into the Delaware end. Crowell backhands the puck. Up the left wing boards. It's picked up now by Michael DePrisco. DePrisco's shot skied into the netting and out. With 6:23 to go in regulation and a 3-3 tie yet unbroken. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution for your circumstances, the expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. Schedule your free consultation. Call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com. Quinn Scribner carries the puck from blue line to blue line and then some. And he goes top shelf to give Delaware the lead. .5:59 to go, and Quinn Scribner puts one over the shoulder of Kevin Toy, going stick side on the southpaw netminder. And the Hens are back in front. Scribner with the tally. And some help to get him there. Oh, Delaware goal! Scored by number 3, Quinn Scribner. Assisted by number 5, Ty Vastola. And number 29, Jason Sassano. Time of the goal, 14 minutes, 1 second in the third period. Scribner from Vastola and Sassano at 14:01. 2-on-1 the other way for the Knights. Fonseca trying to set up Angelone right on the welcome mat, but he couldn't handle the centering pass. Here's Wolf coming in from the dot. He throws one toward the cage. Nagy with the easy save. On the doorstep, Angelone couldn't put back a second chance opportunity. And the Hens clear. Inside 5 minutes to go. Delaware looking for another. DePrisco's feed to Long, crashing the net, didn't connect. 3-on-2 for the Knights if they hurry. Fonseca. The shot was wide after an onside entry. Hens back on the attack. Gibbons left the puck to Long, walking it up the left wing boards. He's tied up in traffic in the far corner. Reaching for the puck, Gibbons trying to extract it and generate something. Waiting at the point is Johns. Cross ice feed was blocked offline by Goshorn. Holding the point near side was Crowell. This is cleared by McCallion, picked back up by Matt Crowell and walked in up the right wing boards for the Hens to regain attacking position with inside 4 minutes to go. Ultimately, the efforts of Sassano to hold the point proved fruitless. This is cleared, icing waved off. Sassano held the point. His shot from distance off the giveaway. Covered up and held. By Kevin Toy to give us a pause with 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go. Face off to the right of Toy. Neumann trying to force the game to extra time. Hens trying to hang on for 3 more minutes in what's best described as a bar fight on skates. Couture and Scribner go barreling into the far corner. Battling for the puck. It is held in. Shot from Finn Plummer, held on to by Nagy. 2:37 to go. Both teams change up. 4-3 the score. Delaware with the advantage. In a contest which has had its fair share of fireworks. Both the good and the bad. The entry of Anatra will be called offside thanks to Solomon. .227 to go. Neutral zone faceoff going the way of the Knights. Anatra leveled by Grabowski at center. Grabowski gets the puck back after separating Anatra from it. This is thrown in by Cameron Wolfe. Puck caroms to the far corner. It is picked up by Solomon. He's left on the run from Grabowski, and he works it ahead to Ryan Anatra. The breakout pass ultimately intercepted by Huntley. Inside 2 minutes to go in regulation. Rafe Stanger stood up Grabowski. Bodies flying in the Neumann zone. Puck ends up on the stick of Fonseca. Fonseca gains the zone. He walks in, backhand shot. Nagy sprawls for the save, but he couldn't control the rebound. Here's Rafe Stanger into a 1-on-2 the other way. Hauled to the far corner and tied up with McCartney. Puck held in by Henry Long. We come to the final 70 seconds of regulation, and making a break for the bench is netminder Kevin Toy. So the extra attacker is on for the Knights. Angelone holding the point. Barnett working with him at the blue line up high, as well as McCartney. Angelone to McCartney. Across to Couture, winding up. His shot from distance turned aside by Nagy. The other 17, Michael Gibbons, tries to hack away at the rebound. Henry Long tied up at the blue line, trying to pot an empty netter and put this one to bed. Final 22. The shot coming in from Gordon Schindelman is deflected up into the netting and out of play. And the Knights will take their timeout with 19 4/5 seconds to go. Timeout, Neumann. Our videographer this evening is Lena Murto. Our assistant producers are Trey Wright and Broadway Joe Sindoni. Our production assistant is Eli Swope. Our co-executive producer is Molly Jo Rosen. The Delaware Hockey Network is the work of many, and we're glad to have you with us for this Sunday doubleheader from Gold Arena. We'll be back with Delaware Men's Division I hockey on October 18th as the Blue Hens host the Seawolves of Stony Brook in an Atlantic Coast Collegiate Hockey League matchup. That game slated for 8:15 will be in Philadelphia next week, rejoining our coverage of the Drexel University Dragons. Full broadcast schedule is available at DelawareHockeyNetwork.com. So the Neumann net remains empty. The face-off is spotted at the near circle as a result of the shot up in the rafters. Barnett, Angelone, Schindelman, Huntley, Couture, and Fonseca are the 6 on for the Knights. Last chance from Couture. He gives it away. Slap shot is wide. Huntley, 5 seconds. This comes up off the stick of Angelone. Shot was wide, and Delaware has won. Tonight's final score, Delaware Blue Hens 4, Neumann University Knights 3. Final shots on goal, Neumann 43, Delaware 41. Fans, it is time for the 3 stars of the game. Brought to you by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. Today's 3rd star, with a goal and an assist for Delaware, number 29, Jason Sassano. The number 2 star, with a goal and an assist for Neumann, number 71, Tommy Angelone. And the number 1 star of the game, with the game-winning goal for the Delaware Blue Hens and an assist, number 3, Quinn Scribner. Our number 1 star here in the 412 Communications broadcast box, Lena Murto, holding it down behind the scenes. James Witherite thanking you for your company tonight. One last time, the final score, Delaware Blue Hens 4, Neumann University Knights 3. From the whole DHN crew, have a great night. We'll see you next weekend. The Delaware Hockey Network is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications, and it's brought to you by the law office of Heather Ray Long. Good night to you all. We'll see you again soon.